our ride this morning was supposed to be like 15, and right now we've been going for 20 minutes, and it says we are 21 minutes away. So we did something real wrong.
Right. So we just went pretty far off course. Well, okay. Yet again, I was wrong. We weren't supposed to go across that bridge because now it says 57 minutes. So
Missed some turns.
when I say we have no sense of direction around here, I mean it.
To the cycleway.
Well, I can't turn on the cycleway though.
That's weird.
It's weird.
Back east on multimodal path. Then turn left.
Now it says 1 hour 11 minutes, so we've messed up.
We made it. Nope, we haven't made it.
We got a lot of miles in on the golf cart on Friday morning because we were trying to find the resort style pool at Fenney. Our village rep had taken us there on our first full day in the villages, and we definitely knew we wanted to go there to experience that pool. So we'd been there once. And then actually the day before we took this video, we had been to Fenney again because we had friends who lived there. We did not imagine that we would get so lost so many times. In fact, I have zero confidence that any of these videos are actually in order because I couldn't even tell where we were from the videos. Just enjoy us getting lost. We talk a lot about the villages and things we've learned, and you get to see a lot of the villages with us, but maybe in no particular order. Good morning to the good people of the villages.
Hello. Good morning.
So our week is flying by.
It is. We originally had booked 6 days, and then we started looking at all the activities and got a little nervous, and so we added a 7th day, which is the most they'll let you do. And we're thankful we did, but we wish we could have added more.
Yes, because we got here on Sunday, late on Sunday. Didn't really do anything Sunday other than move in, and have been going pretty hard at it, and it is already Friday.
Right. We had big plans. We were going to make videos. We were going to edit videos. We haven't touched a computer.
And, well, I did touch the computer once.
Yeah.
You had a phone call or something to do, but it wasn't very long. We had gotten these microphones. We bought them right before we left. Do you know where you're going?
I don't.
Hold on. So it's been going by super fast.
Yeah, it's been a great trip. We
do it there?
We are kind of tired, like because we've been going pretty nonstop. But now here you can see, you probably hear some road traffic. Here we're actually in a golf cart lane that's
I'll try to flip it.
beside the road, but it's a road that they can only go 25 on, so it seems fine.
So that is not a multimodal path. That is only for pedestrians or bikes. See, that person just came off of it. It only has one pole, but it's
This
in the
one
middle.
has two. That's the one that
And
we're
that has two in the middle. So it's designed to block the golf cart, but sometimes people just kind of hope we don't do that.
And you can tell too. First of all, you usually see on the golf carts, and
These
there's
multimodals are wider.
they are wider. And if there's a lane on the road that you're parallel to, you shouldn't be on the path.
You can tell this is a new area because a lot of the trees are still pretty young and supported. They try to do a good job bringing in semi-mature trees to give it a jump start. And I mean, it's gorgeous, but it's not as mature and developed as the older areas.
Okay, so
We are leaving the DeLuna Rec and Postal Center. There are about 9 people at the pool already.
yeah, we'll probably do a whole video too on the GPS thing because I mean it is invaluable, but it's not without flaws. Like we just went pretty far off course.
We were a little distracted.
Right, we'll talk about this on the video, but the thing is,
In 200 feet.
it constantly.
200 feet turning right.
Back in 41 feet. Turn right.
Okay.
But where do we turn right?
I don't know. Have
So
fun.
it's this, but it doesn't always tell you where you're going when in advance. So we missed some turns.
And the real problem to me is when you miss a turn, it just kind of recalculates and doesn't let you know. And all of a sudden you look at your time, then it was 20 minutes, and all of a sudden it's 30 minutes because you missed a turn and didn't realize it. And so.
Right, so our ride this morning was supposed to be like 15, and right now we've been going for 20 minutes, and it says we are 21 minutes away. So we did something real wrong.
Right. So when I say we have no sense of direction around here, I mean it. So there's a cell tower. That's only the second one I've seen or actually that's a radio tower, I guess.
All right, so we're on the multimodal path, and doesn't this sign remind you of Disney?
A little bit.
May all your dreams come true, the villages. I mean, apparently they've hired some.
Ta-da!
Never gets old. Some Disney, I don't know if they call them Imagineers, but basically people who were experiencing the Disney way of planning as far as layout and landscape landscaping, planning, community planning. So yeah, right here, 7-Eleven. There's a CVS.
There's a Publix right over here.
There's a Publix over there. I think is this the one that has a McDonald's?
Yeah.
You drive through on your golf cart.
Yeah.
Over there is the Everglades.
There's a golf cart
Rec
filling up
Center.
at the 7-Eleven right there.
Right there was a brunch type place that we ate at, I think on our first full day here.
Tunnel. Sorry about that. But
He's not sorry.
The kids and I used to always see that when there was a tunnel. Although there, when you're driving a car, there aren't that many tunnels. So.
Okay, so we're back to Magnolia. There's the
There's the
Publix
McDonald's.
in the back. There's the McDonald's that we mentioned probably 30 minutes ago.
Back east on multimodal path, then turn left.
Now it says 1 hour 11 minutes, so we've messed up. So we're gonna stop and regroup. I guess we're supposed to turn. We need to turn around, but there's nobody behind. What's this? Sugarcane Pool and Recreation.
That's platform tennis right there. We've not tried it. It's a
Looks
really
like
weird
there's
sport.
soccer back there.
It's beautiful. Softball fields over here, if that's your jam.
People are on them.
Yeah.
Continue for 1 mile.
I've not gone by them yet when there's not anybody on them.
I mean, you know how people, at least where we live in Lexington, Kentucky, use the weather as an excuse. It's too hot, it's too humid, it's too this, it's too that. I mean, they're playing softball. It's like almost 90 degrees, and they're out there. They're having the time of their lives. They're really good about having water. They have like those big igloo water spout containers with little cups at all the sports and recreation facilities. And everybody's always, it seems, carrying around insulated bottles, staying hydrated. So that's key in this Florida heat and humidity.
It's beautiful here. I've not been on this path.
Yeah, so multimodal, so you can get pedestrians, you can get bikers. I'm not seeing anybody rollerblading or anything. I've got a friend that takes my weightlifting class, and he loves to rollerblade, so I need to find out if he can.
Somebody
Now
told us that trail's supposed to be
Hogeye
beautiful.
Pathway is supposed to be a very beautiful nature trail. And it's a nature preserve that the villages took responsibility for when we took over.
Little bridge
when
here.
we took over. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
We've yet to see a gator except at a pretty good distance, meaning John said he saw it and I couldn't even see anything. I tried to take a picture, so we'll see if that came out.
Yeah, we were on a boat tour of the villages, and the guy had binoculars and spotted one at about 100 yards, and I could barely see it. But
I mean,
yeah, that's probably the turnpike or something over there.
Yeah, maybe you can hear the noise a little bit, I don't know.
See the giant road sign right there.
Yeah. And over here, there's Frisbee Golf, there's a big bird, a couple of big birds.
It's hard to use Latin for you, but that's their Latin name, of course.
A couple of big birds.
Yeah.
And you'll see work crews around, either doing construction if you're in a newer area, or just taking care of the lawns. But I mean, they seem just pretty much efficient, and they're doing their thing and moving on to the next site. So this, to me, is not a very good spot, right? It's the big highway or turnpike, huge power lines, but there's still houses here. So the houses do seem to be very well insulated. I don't hear a lot of noise in there. Like John said, he can't even tell when the air conditioner kicks on. Here's the big thing of power lines.
Turn left onto the cycleway.
Well, you can't turn on the cycle like that.
That's weird.
It's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, we're not sure about that.
Okay, that was kind of funny to me because if you remember where we showed that sign where it said dreams come true, well, when we went through that tunnel, one of the things we haven't really liked is on the trails, the multimodal trails, there's not a lot of signage. And so it gets confusing. We're like, they could put up some signs that say, Fenney Rec Center this way and stuff.
There's archery, by the way.
And I've kind of gotten used to not even looking for those signs because they don't generally have them. Well, as soon as we came out of that tunnel, there's a sign right smack in front of me in that traffic circle that clearly said Fenney Rec Center to the left.
So, back to Frisbee Golf.
There's the big birds. Still there.
It is so pretty. I love the Spanish moss on the trees, although we've heard that it is full of chiggers that cannot be removed. So you definitely don't want to try to get any of it to use in your indoor decorating.
Yeah, they talked
Those
about
huge
that.
birds there.
I think they talked about that on the trolley tour. They said people who try to get it sometimes and bring it in and put it around their indoor plants and stuff, which actually in our condo we do have some Spanish moss looking stuff, but we bought it in,
I bought it on Amazon.
Yeah, at Amazon. So
Which
it's not real.
I could see, oh, hey, look, this is free. I'll just take some. But no, you're just going to be bringing chickens into your house. It's not worth it.
That's a rec center over there. That was the, I think it was the water lily.
Water lily. And there's a water lily bridge, which is right over there. So it's got the village's sign on it, and then carts coming off of it. They're on the path, and we're on the road. So you gotta kind of watch because people are coming from all
they're
directions.
coming onto the road.
So see, there's a big road over there, but they've done such a nice job leaving the mature trees. Kind of cuts down on the noise and the view, and then these villas have a wall for extra kind of insulation, I guess. We'll enjoy the walking paths.
All right, we're still cruising.
We still have 15 minutes to go. We've turned around again. This is the third or fourth time we've restarted the GPS.
Yeah, this is the first time we've really tried to video while we're driving, and not the best idea because it really helps to be paying attention to the navigation.
The main thing I think John decided, and I think he's correct, is when you're using the village's GPS to keep an eye in the bottom corner on how much time you have left on your drive. Because it won't say recalculating, it won't say new path, new route. All of a sudden it'll just go from 14 minutes to 46.
Yeah,
So you know
it'll get you there, but not.
Yeah, it doesn't say do a U-turn.
Right. Right. Like Waze is what we generally use, and it'll constantly say do a U-turn until you've messed up so badly or whatever that it makes more sense just to go the new way. Yeah, I remember this. I was thinking we went through that and drove through that area yesterday, so we're gonna. Okay.
So John thinks he's figured it out.
Yeah, so where we showed you those golf carts kind of coming onto the road off the multimodal. Oh, I gotta merge. So this is, you kind of merge into the lane, you turn on your blinker, you direct with your hand, and then you turn in like you're. But this is the exact place where we saw carts coming off a while ago.
Oh yeah, we were
And
super
so we had to be
distracted
careful,
by,
right?
Well, there's a guy on like a motorized scooter.
Yeah, so we're actually, so that bridge we showed you a while ago, we actually were supposed to go across.
We're supposed to go across it.
And I don't know if we've been across this one, so this is cool.
Oh, is this the one that's so narrow?
And in case you couldn't tell, we were going around a golf cart traffic circle. So plenty of traffic circles in the villages. Once you get used to them, they do seem very efficient, but if you're on Morris Boulevard, probably 20 of them easily. But the trade-off is on that whole stretch of road that goes for miles and miles and miles, I think we got through 2 stoplights and probably 20 traffic circles, so.
Pretty big, busy road there. Glad that they had these ways to cross either over or under.
Okay, yet again I was wrong. We weren't supposed to go across that bridge because now it says 57 minutes. so
That was a fun trip across the Water Lily Bridge.
Yes.
That was the important one that, so Fenney, when it was built, our friends who live in Fenney, they were telling us when it was built, it was, or maybe it was somebody else, I don't know, it gets mixed up. But it was, they called it the island because it was surrounded by real roads, but it wasn't connected by golf carts at first, so it was, when they, I think it was this guy named Bart, when he moved there, you couldn't get places by golf cart. You were kind of isolated. You had to go on the main roads with your car. But it's because they had taken over both this nature preserve and this little development that another developer had tried to start developing and hadn't finished. And so it wasn't really set up to be part of the villages originally, but they were incorporating it, so it didn't follow their usual pattern. Their usual pattern is to get it all connected and to build the rec centers and the amenities before they build the homes, so that when people move in, that they are connected and able to use facilities. So Fenney was a little bit different, but for those that got in early and put up with that inconvenience, now they are very, very well connected, both with the original.
I honestly don't know what to do.
Golf cart.
Right, I don't know what to do. I mean, it's still saying 54 minutes. This is crazy. We actually drove this exact way in our car last night to our friend's house. But anyway,
so these villager entries,
yeah.
This is why it's called not a true gated community, because anybody can come by and push that button. When you push the button and you don't use your villager resident card, it takes your picture. So everybody's recorded. So it gives a sense of safety and exclusivity. So a lot of people, that don't live in the villages don't know that.
Right, but like for homeowners insurance, you can't say that you live in a gated community because you do not.
Just button play. Right, but it does kind of keep just random people from thinking that they can just drive through it and look around. And when we were at the pool yesterday, someone came in to check for your card. You're supposed to always have your resident card with you. If you're in the pool, they don't make you get out to show it. But if you're sitting out at the pool, you've got to get your card out for them to see, to make sure that you are where you're supposed to be. So things like that, the gates and the people that are doing the spot checks, just keep it a lot more safe, and just don't get a lot of people who aren't supposed to be here.
Right, and I'm totally, this isn't the one I want to go to, right?
So what is that?
This is Blue Heron Rec Center.
So when it says Postal and Recreation, that means it's a village recreation center. It's a center for that particular village. That doesn't mean if you don't live there that you can't use it. You can. It's just that's their designated spot to get their mail and a local
In
pool that's
200
close.
feet, turn right onto Cedar Waxwing Drive.
That's what we mean by not a lot of notice.
Yeah.
So this is a very nice area. It's got a little bit bigger trees, so it's older. This is part of Fenney, but they have little villa sections, cottage sections, veranda home sections, custom home sections.
One of these have fancy driveways.
Yeah, but driveways are kind of fun sometimes. But anyway, see, some people have customized it. Now, anything you do to the exterior, you have to get approved.
Yep. We made it. Nope, we haven't made it.
That's another neighborhood. If they're the places where you get your mail. And those aren't really themed. I don't think they're just your basic.
In 200 feet, you have arrived at your destination.
Wow, how beautiful is this? And
This
we
is
have finally
just
made it.
Gorgeous.
Yes. How beautiful is this?
And popular.
All right, so let's go park, I guess. I don't
Looks like
know.
people
Looks
are
like we
parking
were
over
there,
here.
yeah.
This is one of maybe the only pool that's not a country club pool that has a restaurant kind of attached to it. So
Yeah, so it might be crowded.
yeah, you can see by the parking lot lots of cars and golf cars. So we don't know what to expect. It might be too crowded, especially since we thought we'd be here an hour ago. But we'll let you know. Good job, John. This is by far the prettiest pool that we visited, but it was pretty crowded and I didn't want to offend anyone by taking a lot of pictures or videos. Not only is the pool area great, the grill is also amazing. What you got there?
Chicken quesadilla looks excellent. It's from Fenney Grill, poolside. Oh, that's good.
Your box is really heavy, so it
Yeah,
seems like it's
fine,
pretty
I
good
need to grab
size.
all day.
Okay. How much was it? Like 12?
13 maybe.
The portions were actually huge. I think we could have split an entree, but we didn't really have a way to keep it because we wanted to stay at the pool, so we powered through and finished it. Okay, I got the blackened chicken tacos with a lot of cabbage, and it's got some kind of maybe a lime aioli on top. Really tasty. Lots of big chunks of chicken. And there you can see the sauce in there. Very tasty. The only thing is with this much cabbage, it is a little liquidy. So I just put some napkins in to kind of catch that so it would keep my shells from getting soggy, but very tasty. All right, so we're still at Fenney Grill.
Yeah, so I'm still on my first piece, but it's actually excellent. I don't know. It almost tastes like there's garlic on the chicken or something, which I love garlic. And it's legit the best quesadilla I think I've had.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's really good. Either that or I'm just really hungry. Maybe the garlic's coming from the sauce, I'm not sure, but it's excellent. I mean, excellent. Hello, everyone.
It is Friday night. We're going out on the town. Brownwood Square.
Yep, going to the town square, but we're going to go see a band called Blonde Ambition that's apparently quite popular in the area.
And they've already, I guess, been playing for close to 2 hours. We'll have about 2 hours once we get there, so hopefully it will be a good time.
Yep, should be. We watched some of their YouTube videos and they're good.
That's what he's doing. Is that the Frisbee Golf?
Frisbee Golf. Yeah, there's Frisbee Golf up in there, so maybe so.
Alright, I think we're going about the side of the Fenney kind of area.
It's got to be about the prettiest Frisbee Golf course I've ever seen over there.
Lots of shade at least.
Yeah, as long as your Frisbee doesn't get caught in the Spanish moss.
Alright, I guess.
See ya.
It's Friday night in Brownwood Square. It looks busy. Yeah, we're definitely going to need some chairs. Looks like everybody's setting up with the chairs. Just making sure we they get a spot.
Well, looks like they're double parking behind somebody that know, probably. You know. Although you could really park there.
She's gonna pull in this one.
Okay.
Luckily, as we arrived, the band was taking a break, so we were able to get a pretty good spot to set up our chairs. And if you have the opportunity to go see Blonde Ambition, take it. They were phenomenal, and as you can see from the video, they really got everybody out onto the dance floor. Unfortunately, because of copyright restrictions, I had to cut off the audio, but the band was great. The crowd was singing along. It was just so much fun. And remember, we were down here during July and it was hot and humid, and it's their slow season, and it was still this crowded. Another fun thing to take note of is that through the Villages app, you can get a webcam view of the squares. So it's a good way to check how crowded it is, how popular the band is. Realize if there aren't a lot of people out there, it might just be that the band is on a break because they do seem to take pretty regular breaks. Here we are making our webcam debut. And hopefully what is the first of many town square appearances. If you're there with your grandkids, it would probably be fun for you to pull that up and show them they made the webcam. So the fact that each town square offers live entertainment 365 days a year is a huge draw for me and apparently to a lot of other people. Let us know in the comments what your favorite bands in the Villages are. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss what in the world John and Becca do next.